with all the oppression, we were accomplishing things far greater than the black and blacks have done. They've done very little, except bring you the teaching, the belief, because that's all teachings is. I believe. We don't need to believe no more. We need to know. Yes.
We get many of our resources from them because technically you can say that we are them. America in general, whether you're white, black, or this and that, when you go into a foreign country, they don't see white American or black American. Well, they see it, but you're still all American. I've had the luxury of like traveling and stuff like that. So we get overseas, we get what's called what we would consider a white man's privilege overseas, which is really American privilege. We don't get overseas, we don't get treated like how African immigrants do or people from other countries. When you are a black American and you go overseas, you get the red carpet American treatment, which is basically a white man treatment. That's how they see us. They see us as just by American, by default, they see us as white men. Whether we want to choose to believe it or not, well, I'm sure like you said, we already know that like the genetics of most black people in America, we are already 15% white. Majority of us are already 15% white. We already know that from slavery. So whether you want to acknowledge that or not, that's just what it is. And whether we want to admit or not, is that since we've been here to America, since we have 15% of their genetics, and just being here culturally wise, we have picked up some characteristics. A lot of people will say, oh, well, the white man, they go wherever they go, they conquer. Well, black people do that too when they leave out the country. Look what happened in Liberia. When black people went to Liberia, black Americans went to Liberia, they took over. They subjugated the native people of Liberia and took over. The same thing in Uganda right now. A lot of the black Americans that's going over there, they taking over the business. And the same thing. So to them, we are conquerors. Just like how they say the white man is. So by default. That's what I mean when I said that black people in America, we have a symbiotic relationship with the white man here. So if they fall, we fall too. And I felt like, well, of course, on the panel yesterday, the other brother, Denzel, he said the same thing, and Common Sense said the same thing too. So the three of us basically agreed. But yeah, that was it. Like, if the white man falls, I don't know why, for some reason, some people, some of these super pro black people, they feel like if the white man falls, that means that gives us free reign to take over. No, if the white man falls, the cartels from South America, who already run South America and damn near half of Texas, they will step up to take over America, because the fastest growing and highest population is the Hispanic population, and we already got open borders. Those would be the first people to step up and take over. And they're backed by China. They have unlimited weaponry, supply, and people to trade with. How in the hell are black people going to go to war with that? Who do we have to trade with? I mean, in the scenario that you gave, America is falling, and the pro-blacks don't want to be part of the white man. So we alone in the country that's falling. How in the hell are we going to go to war with the cartel who's backed by China or the Middle Eastern? Because a lot of the people, they think that the white man is so bad. Well, I can guarantee you, the people who will come, like you said, after the white man, which would be the Hispanics, the Middle Eastern man, the Russians, and Chinese, are worse than the white man. You'll wish that you were still under the white man once they come. And that was basically for on that subject all I was trying to get through, but we was having some audio problems. I don't really think everybody could hear that.
Well, those who want to hear, they heard. Those who don't want to hear, they wouldn't want to hear it anyway. you know how that you know how that goes.
Yeah, and the other brother who kept talking about yeah, well, you know, if the white man falls, you know, we'll get back to farming and agriculture. Farming and agriculture now, and I ain't nothing wrong with growing your own crops, but you gotta really think logical. Now, this brother trying to take us back to some damn Stone Age. We in 2024. He think that we just gonna be some peaceful, loving people and just sharecropping and plant all day, and we just gonna live scot-free, taking us back to the Stone Age. You know what happens to societies of farmers? They usually get conquered by people with higher technology. So say for instance, the white man did fall and we have free reign, and now, hey, we just have our own land to be farmers. And then what? What's going to protect us from the next group of people with higher technology from coming in and conquering us? Every society in all human history that have just been peasant farmers have been conquered and subjugated by larger warlike groups. This is just how the human species is. And it's a stupid ideology. We're just going to farm and live happily ever after. No, it'll only be a matter of time before another group with more technology that wants to conquer us just come in and take the farmland from us. What are we gonna do? We don't have nobody to trade with. We don't have no military. We don't have a government. You got to have all of these things. And what else was I about to say? Yeah, so you got to have so you got to have these things. So instead of trying to take us back to the Stone Age and thinking we just need to farm and that's going to be it, no, you got to have more than that. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a black town or an all black run town. That's good. We need that. As a matter of fact, we could go more into it that we actually kind of have black run towns now, like Atlanta, Detroit, Memphis. Yeah, Atlanta, Detroit, Memphis. If you look at those cities, East St. Louis, all of the politicians are black. Most of the police force is black. These are really black run towns, so you can't say that we don't have power. You can say that maybe our higher ups are maybe corrupt or don't do anything for the lower people, but you can't really say that black people don't have any black towns or don't have any power, because we do. Like you said, there is black cities today. And he mentioned when I mentioned we had a symbiotic relationship with white people. See, like, we can have black towns, but there's some people who they believe in having a complete separate government, meaning a complete separate nation of black people. And most people haven't thought that through. When you say you want to be completely separate and independent, meaning having your own country of black people, what land are you going to get? And why should the white man in America cut out a piece of his land to give to you? What are you going to give him? What are you going to give him to make him want to cut out a piece of his land and give to only you? What do you have to trade or bargain with? Why should he do that? Why would he do that? And if he does that and you become a complete separate nation, you have to have law and order. You have to have a government. You have to have international trade. Who are you going to trade with? If the white man does give you a piece of land and you start your own nation, what's to stop them from coming in and conquering you and just taking it back? Like what happened in Black Wall Street when they came down with the helicopters and all that and destroyed Black Wall Street. You were powerless, unfortunately, and defenseless. because they have higher technology, higher artillery. So if we did become completely separate and independent, like how some of these people want, what you gonna do to stop another group of people from coming in and taking your land? Who you gonna trade with for food and goods? And while you're talking about farming, where are you gonna get the fruits and seeds from? And how can you? There's 47 million Black people in America. Everybody eats 3 meals a day. Do you have that type of food that can feed that many people 3 times a day? No, no, you don't. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. It seems good when you don't think it all the way through. When you think it all through, it's more. When you think it all through, it's more like a nightmare. If that were to happen, based off of history and how we move, I can guarantee you that within a few years, whatever Black land or country that is, it would end up like Haiti is today. It would be another Haiti. It would be in complete chaos, all type of government coups and people just running wild and trying to take over. It would be a complete chaos. It would be just like another Haiti.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that? You want to turn stuff up? What you got? Shoes or something? See, that stuff is dangerous. Like, those are machine tool. You there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just saying, yeah. So if that were to happen, it would end up like another Haiti. It would be in complete chaos.
Just keep talking, brother. I have to go check on something real quick. I'll be right back. Just keep talking.
Okay. Because let's say we did become an independent nation, and there's a Black country within North America or whatever. How would we establish government? What type of law and order will we have? It would be in complete utter chaos, like Haiti or some of these countries in Africa. We already don't like the police. We don't even trust the damn police. So how in the hell we going to police our own people? If you go in the Black neighborhood, most people distrust the police, whether the police are Black or white. And if you don't believe, and if there's not a police, what groups are tough enough or have the mindset to police people and tell people what to do? We already have authority problems. This would be, if we got independence and we had a country of our own, I just guarantee you, it would go down the flames within a matter of a few years. It would not last. You don't have enough food to feed all of the people. The infrastructure, where are you going to get the infrastructure from? Let's say if the white man did cut off a piece of land and he destroyed all the buildings in it and flattened it out for you, how are you going to build it up? What are you going to build it up with? Brick, cement? Where are you going to get that from? You're going to have to trade with the white man. Because you don't have anything to trade with the white man, he's going to loan you something. And you're going to end back up in debt. And when you end back up in debt and can't pay, you're going to end back up in slavery. So no, don't listen to these people who talk about we need to get our own complete separate, independent nation. No, that's foolish talk. These people gonna make y'all end back up in slavery. Well, I don't know. Maybe something. I don't know. Maybe that might be what some of us need, is to get reset and rebooted, get put back in slavery. That might be good. But now there's nothing wrong with a black run town. That's what we need. But our own black independent nation, no, absolutely not. And then if there's anybody who thinks otherwise, then we can have a discussion about that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really it for as far as that.
Well, this is why.
As far as that topic. Go ahead.
Yeah. See, this is why I advocate what we call the Mississippi campaign, because to me it's the most realistic approach to the situation, because you're trying to put yourself in that position, but at the same time you're not really ready. If you can't take control of a state, if you can't, because see, this has never been done before. It puts you in a position where you don't have to own anything, but you control this particular spot. You're still part of the United States, but we've never had control of a military, and the military would be the Mississippi National Guard. We've never had that kind of power where we actually control the National Guard or the police department or nothing like that. We've never been in a position where we control the assets, anything that's state control.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act. And if you've ever